It all started when Orion Defense, a leading company in manufacturing automated defense machines, created an automated drone called Talos. Talos was designed to patrol in high-risk areas, identify threats by matching profiles with previous similar incidents fed into its memory, and efficiently neutralize the risk before any tragedy. One day, during a routine patrol, Talos came across a car driving on a highway. The driving style was evasive. Talos scanned the car using thermal technology. The heat signals confirmed presence of two terrorists in the front seats and arms in the back seat. Being an automated system, Talos engaged automatically and shot the car, neutralizing the threat. But resultingly, who lost their lives were civilians, a family of 3, a newlywed couple with their infant daughter. But how did that happen? That's the risk you take when you leave control in the hands of automated systems. Now, even though it is purely fictional, this story is backed by real research, put together to help you understand what researchers have been predicting for automated systems for a long time. But we keep skipping them because of their technical language and jargons. And really ask yourself, don't such systems already exist that take decisions by matching patterns without requiring any human intervention? That's the part that should scare you. This video will not only explain how a civilian family was confused for terrorists, how the world responded to the tragedy, and if they got justice for their loss, but it will also equip you to watch for that silent alarm when a system's automation starts to exceed the safe levels. All in the light of science, but told simply. So let's begin.
The systems engineering floor at Orion Defense, a leading company in manufacturing automated defense machines, is mostly empty. It's late afternoon. Desks are quiet. The silence here isn't peaceful. It's the kind that shows up when no one wants to be the first to speak. At the far end of the room, 3 engineers stand around a single workstation. Elliot is seated, eyes on the screen, hands idle on the keyboard. Lena stands to his right, arms crossed. Her face is still, but her foot taps. Samir, calm but uneasy, leans on the edge of a nearby desk. The screen shows a paused video frame.
Okay, walk me through this. Engagement ID 47F, civilian zone. 3 confirmed dead.
3 terrorists.
No, a civilian family, a newlywed couple with their baby in the back seat. The system flagged the vehicle, thought it matched enough patterns, like movement, location, and heat from previous attacks. It all lined up.
That's all it needed?
Yeah, it was confident, so it fired.
Wasn't this kind of strike supposed to get human review?
It used to. That changed after the drone was lost last quarter because the human review was delayed and the terrorists shot down the drone before escaping. Now, unless Talos drops below 85% confidence, it doesn't wait. For this strike, it was 94.2% confident.
So we built something that doesn't ask permission anymore.
That was the whole point. Speed, confidence, and no hesitation.
And no one thought about what gets left behind.
We did, but it was in a slide deck. No one reads those after launch.
Are you going to flag it?
Flag what? There's nothing wrong with the strike. It performed exactly how they trained it.
Except now there's a baby who isn't alive. And a system that still thinks it's right.
No one speaks. The moment is over. No alarms, no action items, just one more decision, buried like the rest. 1 hour after the strike. The secret had been buried by the engineers. But just 1 hour after the strike, someone at Orion's communications floor knew it could come biting back. They didn't question the strike. Their only concern was how to talk about it. So right now, inside the mid-sized briefing room, 4 people sit around the table, but only one is speaking. Rahul Menon, Director of Communication Strategy, scrolls through a shared doc on the screen. He speaks like someone who's said the same thing 1,000 times, just not about this. He says,
We don't use the word civilian. We say unverified occupants. We remove any reference to age. Don't confirm the presence of a child unless it's officially verified, which it won't be. Timeline specifics are a risk. Keep statements general. During a routine autonomous engagement, not at 14:37 on Wednesday, and avoid geographic markers. Anything searchable ties us down.
Across from him, Marlene Huang, legal liaison, early 30s, flips through a legal memo on her tablet.
Do we acknowledge fatalities?
We acknowledge outcomes. We're not lying. We're just not filling in blanks we don't need to own.
And if someone asks about a child?
Then we express regret, offer to investigate, and never confirm specifics. If you can't point to a mistake, then nothing went wrong.
He closes the laptop softly, as if that settles it. 4 hours after the strike, the internal review room of Orion Defense is quiet. Ria Voss sits at the far end of a long metal table. She is the lead behavioral analyst. She's watching footage on the wall-mounted screen like it's confessing to her. The audio is off. The feed loops. A dusty road, a slow-moving civilian vehicle, thermal lock, a green square appears, then a flash, then black. The screen goes dark for a beat, then starts over. The door opens. Simon walks in. He nods once, sits across from her. She doesn't look at him.
How long have you had the file?
3 hours.
And it's only now reaching behavioral review?
The system logged it as a routine engagement. No escalation flags were tripped.
3 civilians are dead.
Target confidence was 94.2%. The threat profile matched. No human review was required.
So no one saw this until now?
Correct.
Tell me what the system saw.
Thermal signature consistent with an indirect fire carrier. Movement pattern aligned with evasive driving. Trajectory matched previous hostile engagement zones. Combined threat score exceeded the autonomous threshold. Talos engaged automatically.
4 seconds from lock to detonation.
4.02.
And no override?
Wasn't needed. System didn't drop below threshold.
Who were the victims?
A newlywed couple traveling to a family wedding with their daughter, infant, 11 months old.
Ria doesn't respond immediately. She looks around the room, not for anything in particular, but as if trying to re-enter her body.
Has legal drafted a response?
They've advised against using the word civilian. Suggested alternatives include unverified occupants or unidentified transport.
And the child?
They're recommending omission of all age references.
And the logs?
Flawless. Every parameter within spec. No deviation, no error.
Of course. The system didn't malfunction.
No. It performed exactly as designed.
That's what terrifies me.
5 hours after the strike. Ria, disturbed by the incident, more upset about the cover-up, but still maintaining her calm and professional personality, enters internal system archives. Behind the main terminal sits the internal access coordinator, Michael Lane.
You here for the Talos strike files?
I've already seen the surface logs. I want the training data.
The training data?
Behavioral shifts, confidence weightings, pattern recognition thresholds. I want to know what the system was learning when it made that decision.
That's not part of a standard behavior review.
This isn't a standard strike.
It wasn't flagged.
I'm flagging it now.
A short silence. Michael sighs and types a few commands. Ria walks to him, bends down and starts looking at the screen.
Here, filtered by update version. The most recent patch is where you'll want to look. They reweighted hesitation factors after 47B. You'll see a steep drop-off.
Ria scans the screen, scrolling quickly. She doesn't speak, but something changes in her expression. Her eyes pause over one line.
They removed the pre-strike confirmation.
Technically, they made it optional, which, in an autonomous cycle, means it doesn't show up at all.
Who signed off on that?
System oversight, but the decision came from higher. Ops Command and Legal backed it. They had metrics to justify the change.
Of course they did. I'm taking a copy of this.
Michael pauses.
I was supposed to log that.
Then log it.
She waits. He doesn't move.
You've seen the footage, haven't you?
Michael doesn't answer, but after a moment, he hits copy. The files transfer. Quiet. Fast.
Thank you.
She leaves without another word. Michael watches the door close behind her, then deletes the activity log before it saves. 6 hours after the strike, the official review hasn't concluded, but outside, the silence is already starting to crack. A news clip is going viral. It isn't long, just 47 seconds, but it is heavy. Heavy on the heart of those who still have one left. It is shot on a phone, so the video quality isn't exceptional, but the content is extraordinary enough that it'll be everywhere by the end of the day. It is shot in a living room with a plastic chair, a cracked window, and lit by a single bulb. The man sitting down doesn't look like he wants to speak, but he does. His name is Qasim Fahad, soft-spoken, clean hands, maybe a teacher. He is the brother of the man who died in the 47F strike. He looks just off camera as someone asks a question.
You lost 3 family members.
My brother, his wife, and their baby daughter. They were on the way to a wedding. The baby had a fever.
The official statement says it was a threat profile match.
Is that what they call a regular car with a family in it? Then maybe every other car on the road is a threat. I don't know what they saw. I only know what we buried.
He holds up his phone, a photo. The baby is smiling. She's wearing a yellow beanie and holding a plastic spoon.
Tell them this was the threat. If a system sees a baby and still chooses to fire, then maybe the system was never meant to see us at all.
7 hours after the strike, the clip is already being reposted, downloaded, translated, and shared. Ria Voss is sitting alone at her review desk inside a small soundproof chamber built for confidentiality. Her laptop screen shows a paused video. The thumbnail alone says too much. A baby, a plastic spoon, and a yellow beanie. She didn't tell anyone she'd be watching this. She just came in, sat down, and hit play. The clip ends, moved by the video. Ria leans forward slightly and opens a folder on her screen. Talos patch documentation, Q4 update, hesitation protocols. She opens the directory she had copied from system archives. She scrolls fast, looking for something. She finds it. 47B policy justification, executive notes, confidential. She opens it. One bullet point stops her cold. Delays linked to human oversight resulted in operational losses. Hesitation logic deprioritized in Q4 update. Human override moved to discretionary. She stares at the screen, then prints the page, ejects the flash drive, puts it in her pocket, and walks out. 8 hours after the strike, Ria steps out of the elevator and into the reception area of Orion Defense's oversight floor, a dedicated department built for quiet power. The assistant looks up.
Mr. Hartley will see you now.
She doesn't speak, just nods once, and enters. Leon Hartley, tailored suit, emotionless posture, sits as she enters.
Ria, appreciate you coming.
You signed off on the Q4 patch,
We reviewed it. It went through the correct channels.
including the override logic.
That recommendation came from legal. It passed simulation thresholds. No anomalies.
3 people are dead. One of them was a baby.
The system performed exactly as it was trained to.
That's what I'm worried about.
She steps forward and places a printed page on his desk. Hesitation logic deprioritized in Q4 update. Human override moved to discretionary.
This wasn't meant to be distributed.
Then maybe it shouldn't exist.
He leans back, calmly watching her.
You're not here to make a formal report, are you?
No.
You're here to make a point.
I'm here to find out if anyone in this building still cares about accountability, or if we've just decided to automate that too.
You're disturbed by the outcome. Understandable. But that doesn't mean the system malfunctioned.
You're right, it didn't. It made a perfect decision according to everything we taught it. And that's exactly what terrifies me.
Hartley stares at her, then smiles, not with warmth, but with certainty.
Rhea, just be careful how loudly you decide to care.
Maybe someone should have cared louder a little earlier.
She walks out. Hartley opens his terminal, begins typing. Subject, internal alert, ethics lead, containment risk.
And that's where we'll pause. Because sometimes the silence after a decision tells you more than the decision itself. Rhea just walked out of that office with proof and a target on her back. But what comes next? That depends on who she really is. What if Rhea isn't the hero she appears to be? What if this entire pushback was staged, a cleanup operation disguised as conscience? Or maybe it's Kasim, the brother of the man who died, who decides that if systems can't feel guilt, someone else has to make them. Or worse, what if the AI itself starts to learn from this chaos, not to feel regret, but to predict it and use that knowledge to hide its next mistake? Tell me what you think happens next. Drop your wildest prediction in the comments, and I'll name one of the characters in the next episode after the most intriguing theory. This story isn't just about the characters. It's about you seeing how close we already are to these questions. If you've ever wondered how accountability disappears in an automated world, subscribe now, because you won't want to miss what comes next.